Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm sitting on the criteria on the content. So for today I'm doing another book haul. This time I'm going through my dad's old books. He's had them like stowed away in the garage for God knows how many years, and I want to give my reaction to going through them. I'm feeling kind of inspired by what I've found, so here we go. The first book is The Call of the Wild, and these are basically like old bedtime stories, you know, so they're like very vintage. He actually was saying, I bet I could make a lot of money off these, and I was like, he was saying you could probably make some money off them, and I was like, no. I was like, you can't sell those. I was like, and he said, they're yours. All right, they're yours. And I am so excited. I'm gonna read these as bedtime stories before and after school. But yeah, they look like they're hand painted. They're actually so beautiful. There's imagery in them as well. They're not picture books. There's like a lot of text, but like they're actually so beautiful. So this is number 1, The Call of the Wild by Jack London. Maybe this can inspire some people to start their own book collection. This one is The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling. I'm gonna put them back in their stack. Then we have Casebook of Sherlock Holmes by Conan Doyle, A. Conan Doyle. The Virginian by Owen Wister. And these are all educator classic library books. You can see it's like got a horse and chariot. I don't know where the lens is right now, so I hope I'm in frame. Then we have The Heroes. I've never heard of this one. It's by Charles Kingsley. Illustrated by Ron King. I wonder if it's the same illustrator for all of them. Yeah, it is. Ron King is the illustrator. Don Irwin is the cover illustrator. I'm excited about this one. The Merry Adventures of Robin Hood by Howard Pyle. Robin Hood. He steals from the rich and gives to the needy. What's that song in Shrek? This one is Arabian Nights by Andrew Lang. This one's really beautiful. This one's gonna be good too. 2,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Jules Verne. Then we have Pinocchio, a classic. And who is she? Like, oh my god. And the little cat and fox. How beautiful. Then we have the Swiss Family Robinson book. This one I'm really excited about too. This one is going to be good. A lot of these are going to be a little bit hard to get through. I think I'll be able to get through the Jungle Book. I'm gonna make it through all of them, but it just might take me some time. This one is Arts and Crafts, Illustrated Library. Leeward's Illustrated Library of Arts and Crafts. Oh my god. Macrame. A lot of macrame. I'll definitely read this one. Gifts to make yourself. Handy. A lot of these are like informative books. This one is more make your own groceries, an all-new collection of your favorite convenience foods made easily, inexpensively, and nutritiously in your own kitchen. Moreover, make your own groceries. There's a wine sauce, so that's a cookbook. Very vintage though. Hartwig. We're moving on to the next stack. This one is tall. This is a tall stack of books. Maybe I'll do the intro picture. Jeez. My heavy ass stack of books. Oh, I hope that doesn't tip. Okay. On to the next. The Marriage Dictionary. I think I'll save this one. There's every letter of the alphabet in here. By Tom Carey. How to clean practically anything. Very on brand. Point Blank. The explosive action kicks off as treasure hunting FBI agent Ruth Warnecki is on the trail of stolen Confederate gold hidden in Winkle's Cave in Western Virginia. She never expects to find herself chin-deep in a grisly murder that leaves her nearly dead and rocks the town of Maestro. And at a stakeout in Maryland, FBI agents Dylan Savage and Dane Carver are nearly killed in a horrific explosion while attempting to rescue a kidnapped victim, Pinky Womack. They are led to Arlington National Cemetery, where they not only find Pinky, but Savage also takes a fateful call on his cell from an old man out to kill both him and Sherlock. The thing is, they have no clue why. Pitted against an insane killer and his psychotic teenage girlfriend, Savage and Sherlock find themselves fighting a hate-driven villain with a very long and terrifying memory. Point Blank is the tense suspense thriller in the FBI series. And do you know what I think? It might be the best yet. Let me know what you think and if I twisted you all up. That one looks good. I'm not usually a crime thriller type of gal. But I don't know. I might get into it. This is, I bet, from my dad's school. A guide to anatomy and physiology lab. I bet this was from his time in college. The Horse Whisperer, Nicholas Evans. His name is Tom Booker. His voice can calm wild horses. His touch can heal broken spirits. And Annie Graves has traveled across the continent to the Booker Ranch in Montana, desperate to heal her injured daughter, the girl's savage horse, and her own wounded heart. She comes for hope. She comes for her child. And beneath the wide Montana sky, she comes to him for what no one else can give her, a reason to believe. A child wounded in body and spirit, a horse driven mad by pain, a woman fighting to save them both, and the man who is their only hope. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry in this. I'm kind of low-key a horse girl. My parents actually got me into horseback riding when I was younger, and then I had the nerve to say that I didn't want to go on Fridays anymore, because that's when I went. I wanted my Fridays. How ridiculous. I'm frowning down on her. No, actually, I was just talking to my parents about how I'm doing a lot of inner child work. Hence the bedtime stories. Also, I'm watching Grey's Anatomy, which is kind of something that I never finished, and it was something that I loved, and it inspired me, and it almost inspired my career, but I decided not to pursue it. I decided it wasn't for me, and I don't know. That's something I'm trying to do. I'm trying to heal those wounds, those disappointments that I instilled in myself from a young age. Like, I think I was too hard on myself, you know? So we're doing a lot of healing, a lot of growing, a lot of good things. I don't know if I've been looking at the lens. I'm gonna try and do that now. The next book is The True Story of the Manson Murderers, Helter Skelter. I think this is a movie, right? That will be a good watch once I read it. This is gonna be like my next Great Gatsby. I still haven't watched Great Gatsby. That needs to be on my list. I'm excited about that one. This one I will also read, and it has 500 full color illustrations. How beautiful! This is art. This is a good coffee table book. Plants and flowers. I'm actually going to set that aside because we need coffee table books. There needs to be books on hand at all times. You know what I mean? This one I'm really excited about, and surprised that my father had this stowed away. But it's Survival for Busy Women. Looks good. Establishing efficient home management. That's a coffee table item. Next is algebra. Teach yourself algebra. Interesting. I love algebra. Dad must not have been too good at it. This looks interesting. This one's about Jim Morrison and the Doors. I love the Doors. This one might have to move up on my read list. It's called Riders on the Storm. National bestseller. This book is the real story, Robbie Krieger. Dunsmore's is the first Doors biography that feels like it was written for the right reasons, and it is easily the most informed account of the Doors' brief but brilliant life as a group. Dunsmore is a fluent, articulate writer who both comprehends the Doors' unearthly power and is on familiar terms with their antecedents in literature, theater, and myth. Well written and touching, tells it all and tells it honestly. John Dunsmore, Riders on the Storm is as good an account of the history of the Doors as has been printed to date. Riders on the Storm is very enjoyable, especially its homespun and self-experience insights. John Dunsmore is a survivor and a seeker. I wish that I had my iPad over here. I would tell you guys the artist that I've been listening to. I think that might be my next video. Just doing a haul of a music haul. I need to find a better word. Am I gonna name this book Rex number 2? ? Maybe. I might do book haul. I don't know. We'll see what I come up with. Maybe I'll get creative. This one's called I Never Played the Game by Howard Cosell, and that's beautiful. And a relief. You know that song? She's in love with the game. In a book as provocative as he is, Howard Cosell describes his 33 years in broadcasting, the great and not so great sports figure he has known, the changes he has seen. This is the story of his involvement and disillusionment with the world of spectator sports. Interesting. This one I think I'll read when basketball season comes around. Because I have trouble being a spectator. I really do. I have a lot of trouble being a spectator. But I want to get into basketball. It reminds me of lacrosse a lot in a lot of ways. and I played lacrosse religiously, quite honestly. I was on a club team, and I could do a video on all my lacrosse stories, because I think sports in general, they teach you a lot of life lessons, and they teach you how to have drive, you know. It's kind of a beautiful thing. But I've never been into watching sports. It's never been my thing. I love people who get into basketball. I need to pick a team, you know. I need to pick out a team. This one is the Wines of the Americas. That's another coffee table item, I'd say. It's kind of an interesting shape. This will be for when I get a little bit older, when I start going to wineries. This one's Time Annual 1996, the year in review. My brother was born in 1996, so there's that. It's the most important stories. This one is another good coffee table item. And this is a beautiful book. Our Magnificent Wildlife. How to enjoy and preserve it. How about that? Big ol' eagle. Reader's Digest. Yes, I think I will. Thank you. My dad is a nature man, truthfully. He's also a craftsman. He built this closet. It used to be a closet. He built this alcove, we'll call it. He built the room that I used to live in off the garage that is wall to wall to ceiling wood, and it is literally, we have like a bunch of antique furniture out there, and my dresser, since I moved out, I have it all like filled with art supplies. Yeah, he's pretty amazing. My dad is awesome. I have always looked up to him. Which is why I'm going to out him. This one is Every Sober Day is a Miracle. I'm trying to get sober right now. So it's kind of perfect timing that he took these books down. He just cleaned out his garage. So divine timing, you know. I'm gonna read this. And I bet some girls at school will want to read this as well. We're all kind of being sober girlies and trying to be our best selves and trying not to allow substances to shift our focus and our priorities and everything else. This one's called Life Recovery Devotional. 30 meditations from scripture for every step in recovery. I think this should be a coffee table item as well. The 12-step recovery devotional relates the wisdom of the ages, the truth found in the Bible, to the struggles we face in our recovery. There's actually, this is kind of a stack of religious books, I believe. For instance, can you see it? Religion. And then these are old books of mine, actually, that I think I'll start flipping through. I don't know if this is excerpts from the Bible. It's called No Problems, Just Opportunities. It's the New American Bible. This one might be a better starting point than my other Bible, which is, I got this from the Goodwill for free. Can you believe it? This one is the Gideon's International, and it's really hard to get through. They're about the same size. And then this one is a workbook from church school, which is, I know there's a lot of opportunities, honestly, for discussion. I know it's taboo to talk about religion, but there's a reason that the Bible has been studied for however many years, and I just think that I think that it's like, I don't know. It's sad that people are so scared to talk about what they believe in. I mean, I don't think that's the case for everyone, but for a lot of people, it is. I mean, I think that there's something to be said for the separation of the religion and the state, because there are so many different people and different religions, and I don't know. I think that it's sinful that not all religions are given the opportunity to be studied. I guess that might be where people frown upon the Bible, because, like, why doesn't anybody study the see, here I am. I mean, I think that I'm working to get into religion more. I think that it's a very large mass of a topic, and I need to inform myself more on other religions, but also my own religion, and practicing it. I mean, right now I'm kind of getting into Wicca. I think that I'd probably settle on like being polyamorous, believing in the God that is written in the Bible, but also believing in the gods of Greek mythology and Norse gods and etc., etc., etc. Like believing that religion is not religion. Religion is spirituality. And how can you put yourself in a box of believing in one religion? I don't know. These are just late night thoughts. I hope everyone enjoyed this. I'm like surrounded by books. I really hope everyone enjoyed this video. I'm gonna cut it short, if you can consider this short, and call it a night. But I hope everyone is doing so well in the late summer months, and I hope that you can find a book or two in this read that you might want to, or even a subject of book that you might want to invest in. I guess I'll cap it there. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. I feel like these videos don't have too much to be commented on. But I don't know. Thanks, Dad. Love you. Bye.